Alright. Alright, let's see if I can get this working here, boys. Alright, so back on the main server. So guys, welcome. So the first couple of the last nights, we've been starting a new new server where we have several farms and we're helping each other out. It's actually a lot of fun. So I don't have any clips or videos of it yet, but I'm gonna stream it probably when we play it next. So at least that's the goal. So right now we need to start planting sunflowers, and I need to get my cows all checked first. Um, so the big barn are both need straw, so that's what we're gonna do. Really hope this works. Hey, there we go. Completely full. Oh gosh. Well, I got it in there, just not the way I wanted. Oh, that works too. Forgot how shorter this. I'm actually having the biggest skill issue right now. That's so awesome. Cows look good. Alright, boys. It's time. This thing is huge. Oh my gosh. Incredible. This thing is absolutely massive. Oh my gosh. This thing is so massive. Whew. See how much this is planted. It's not gonna take very long. Oh, drats. Oh, of course you would say that. Wow, drats. Wow. What am I gonna do with you, drats? I did not mean to shut off the whole tractor. Boomer chat. Yeah. Yeah, man. Drats, I'm in VC, by the way. I'm good. I've been, started a new world that me and Carmen been grinding our tails off on. I'm gonna stream it. It's probably tomorrow.
Killing people one tiny shot at a time.
Very awesome, drats.
So how do you figure out which crop you want to plant?
There's a button I can push that changes it.
I mean, like, how do you decide?
I literally just, Kevin was like, let's do sunflowers. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Oh, dude, your feedback is so bad. I can hear
It
it.
really is. I'm laughing at this.
This planter is freaking massive, dude.
And I want. Whoa! What the hell? And once again, all it takes is one light tank beside to charge the enemy. Okay, so how do we limit the feedback here?
Turn down your speakers, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
Then I can't hear you.
Hmm.
Could you not thought of that?
Well.
You never think of anything. Hang on, I know what to do. Oh, I can limit some of the feedback. We'll see how it goes. Hang on.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could just beat my stream, no?
I hadn't thought of that. Hang on. Hang on. Give me a second. Say something.
Boo.
Okay. I muted your stream. In fact, I just turned it off, so now go back.
Sag.
So yeah, that's how the battles have been lately. The games have been.
In other words,
everyone just steamrolls everybody else.
In other words, I'm glad I'm not playing.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking Watt off for like a week for Lent. Or for Easter Sunday.
What do you give up for Lent? World of Tanks.
Mm-hmm. Totally worth it too.
So those yellow things, is that you're spraying something?
No, those are just commodity takes. They're the hold seed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know you could hold the seed so close. Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Makes sense.
This planter Drats is just absolutely massive.
Now, do you do like they taught us that the Native Americans did, where you go to every single plant and you plant 3 little dead fish with it to give it nutrients?
No, we spray fertilizer. It is so hard to see anything. The dirt contrast is just so close. It's a little bit better if you're facing towards the sun. You can actually see it better, ironically. But oh, she big. This 9R is pulling it like nothing. There we go. What you snacking on over there?
Just some peanuts.
Nice. I bought a bunch of food earlier, right after work.
Thought you were growing it.
Shut up, man. I can't grow. I can't grow. Well, I mean, I guess I can grow potato chips, but
When I was in North Dakota, I knew this guy, Buzz.
Hmm.
He had been in for like 14 years or something.
mm-hmm.
He was still the lowest sergeant you can possibly be. He was still a sergeant.
Hmm.
So he's guaranteed to get 20 years and a base retirement. He's very down to earth, very down home kind of guy. And one of the things he liked to do during the season is anytime he'd go to a missile site, and this guy did not go to the missile sites much at all. It was very uncommon for him to go to a missile site because of his job. But he would go and grab the head off of a sunflower and bring him home and roast him or bake him or whatever it is you do to have sunflowers.
Cool.
And if he thought of it and we saw each other, he'd say, hey, when's the next time you're going out? And I'd, oh, go out tomorrow, whatever. He'd say, can you grab me a sunflower? I'm like, sure. Is there anything I need to know? And basically, he just wanted it that the seeds had begun to ripen or something. He taught me what little bit to look for. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
Okay, what was I thinking?
Was this planter worth $400,000, Drats?
Looks like it. How long are you going to be able to keep it?
Forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go. Making money off of it every year, man. You totally got to find some cute farm chick and marry her.
Honestly, real. That's if I could get a chick in general.
Right? I mean, let's see.
So how's the drug dealing business going, Drats?
Oh, a second. Oh, look at this. There's a in England, they have on their stoves. A lot of the houses are actually very small and they're very old. So one of the things they do is since you have this tiny little stove and tiny little countertops and stuff, they have like a glass cover that goes over the stove. So you can close the glass cover and it's like an extra countertop, and then open it only when you're using the stove, which isn't, you know, generally all day. And I was just thinking, it'd be nice to have.
And
You
these
can't
fields
use a
are done.
plastic one because the plastic one will melt even if the stove's off, if it's still warm, you know. Wooden ones will burn. A regular glass one I think will crack. I don't know what they call it. Hang on. Oh, it's called a hob. Okay. The hob is the top of the stove.
I timed it, Drats. This planter takes a whopping 2 minutes to unfold and fold.
Oh, I can imagine, but I mean it's pretty elaborate when you look at it.
Thing is, sucker is huge. Here she comes.
Look at this. See? I can get one for only 150 bucks.
And then a narrow 16 feet folding with transport trats.
It's like you're launching a rocket for these.
But it takes 2 minutes instead of 10 seconds.
True.
Drats, that took less than 30 minutes to plant all of those first 10 fields. That is like roughly a fifth of the entire map that we need to plant.
Yep.
So it's gonna take probably what, like 2.5 hours to plant, if that.
Can you imagine what it was if you had like an ox and a friggin' yoke and a plow?
That would be pain.
That's just, yeah.
Time to unfold.
You know, it's funny. And looking at these things, and there are people on Etsy who sell stovetop covers, and I'm like, nothing personal, Etsy, but I would not buy a stovetop cover from you. I have this idea of someone sitting in their garage, just, you know, gluing things together and hoping they work.
Average inventor back in the 1900s.
Right?
Out she goes. It's gonna take literally 3 passes to plant this field.
So that speedometer you got, is that a tachometer around it? The RPMs around the edge there? You're going 9 miles an hour, but
Yeah, that's RPM. That's engine
That's gotta
RPM.
be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was laughing. Um, it's where I work. Everything I do, I have to measure all sorts of stuff, and I carry a small 6-foot tape measure with me.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, anytime I think I have to measure this, my hand just automatically reaches for my pocket. So I was at home tonight. I was looking at something in my kitchen. I was like, I wonder how big that is. And I just reached right in my pocket. It's like, oh yeah, that's at work. I laughed. Oh, let's see.
I don't think I'm gonna have enough seed for this. I underestimated how much seed I was
Oops.
gonna need.
Oops. Well, how long does it take to reload? Like 3 hours?
No, takes like mm, doesn't take long. A
Yeah.
few
I
minutes at
imagine there's not
most.
going to be a. Do you have to go all the way back?
I have to bring my seed tenderer. Anyway, actually, I can just drive my tractor to my next set of fields and then use the seed tender, fill it up. I actually might have enough for this field, actually.
Whoa! At least it's flexible a little bit, you know?
Yep, the entire frame bends. Yeah, I think I'll have enough seed. I should, anyway. Wasn't that cat hilarious, too, that I sent you?
Oh my God. I played that for Michael. And he was laughing because the reaction of the people that own it was just beautiful. It was
Yep.
completely unexpected. You got all these cats, and all of a sudden that one.
I showed it to my coworker today. He was laughing so hard.
I remember, I wasn't there. A friend of ours when I was in high school told me about this. Being young and foolish, we were stupid idiots. And oh, hello. Oh, please come and let me shoot you. That would have been such a luck shot if I'd made it. So my next eldest brother, and a friend of his, and I think it was a guy. I think we called him Spy. I don't remember why. That was just his nickname. They're driving through an unpleasant part of town. A couple of stupid, skinny, white high school boys in the not white high school area. And
2% left, 92 liters of seed.
and Spy goes, here, stop the car, stop the car. So my brother, being stupid, doesn't just stop the car, he turns the engine off. Yeah, okay, what? And Spy, not realizing that the engine has been turned off, leans out the friggin' window and yells the N-word 3 times real fast, just like that cat. And then leans back in and goes, go, 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 go. And my brother, having no idea that this was going to happen, turns the key, hoping to start the engine. USOB. There we go. And of course, the engine doesn't want to start.
No. No.
And so there's these people all walking out from their houses with murderous intent. And the car's like, or whatever, oh my God. And it finally, started. It started. But holy crap.
Oh my gosh, I would have had a freaking heart attack, man.
Yeah, that's one of those. Holy. And I mean, being young and stupid, We all did a lot of really young and stupid things. Um, One time, Barney, a friend of ours, uh, we were driving down the road near our house, and he saw some guys on a bicycle, some guys on bicycles. And being Barney and a little bit of an a-hole who figured he was untouchable, he uh, he spit a big old loogie on him, on one of them.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, where they were, my brother couldn't just drive away from this. Hang on. So the guy was actually able to come back, and he had picked up a rock or something,
Hmm.
and hang on, we're abandoning our post. Thrown it at the car. It didn't really do any damage or anything, but it pissed my brother off. That first off, Barney, does this, and then because of Barney, we very much at risk of getting damage. Dad would not be pleased. And time goes on. Didn't think anything really much of it anymore. And one day, I was sitting in the back seat for this. They were in the car, stopped at a traffic light, and I remember we were at the intersection of Fajita, where it stops, and beautiful summer day. Hang on. Windows open, and next to us pulls up this big biker dude and his friends, and Clinch, my next eldest brother, who was in the car with Barney when Barney pulled the first bit. He sees the guy and looks over and says really harshly something along the lines of, "Hey, you ugly faggot." So Barney looks to see who Clinch says this to, and the guy on the bicycle looks to see who said it to him. And of course, he sees Barney looking at him innocently. Hang on. And all got lucky, because hang on. Darn it, I keep missing. As the guy was rearing back to give a nice wallopy punch to Barney, the light had turned green and Clinch hit the gas and got away. But he got him back. We all cracked up because that was just like thoroughly unexpected, beautifully executed. Damn it, you took my kill, you SOBs. I shouldn't say that, I'm artillery. We don't have kills. We rent them. Hello. God, I'm thinking about that cat again. Oh, you SOB. The sunny beach. He's back there waving his fist and yelling, "Oh, you sunny beaches." I just bounced. And hit when I bounce an HE shell. It is, how you say, very angering. I'm coming around, guys. She'll be coming around on a motorcycle when the chain on the motorcycle breaks. She'll be sliding through the grass with a muffler up her.
Who else but Drats?
Oh yeah, I remember these from kid. Oh, I told, what was it? Knock knock. Come on. Oh wow. Oh crap! You gotta get that thing put in just the right place, don't you?
Mm-hmm. First try, I'll take it.
Right? I swear you gotta put eyes and a mouth on that thing. Oh! 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 Oh, as long as you get anywhere near, you're okay. So I got another one of those links from a message in World of Tanks from, oh, what was its name? It was like wattsomething.com and offering to uh, we can we can grind credits for you, we can complete missions for you, that kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was cracking up. I don't even remember what it was now that I think of it. But I was going, geez, I've seen like 5 of those now over the years.
Yeah, I have
I guess they
too.
just make a bunch of accounts and just send messages to everybody they can.
Mhm.
I was like, man. I mean, I guess I can understand it. I am not enjoying trying to get the Excalibur. Fortunately, I'm not really trying hard either. Um, and so I can understand there's times when you're going to want something that you know what, I just rather have someone else do it.
Mhm.
And apparently, according to their feedback or reviews or whatever, they're very popular for people who have arty missions and don't want to have to do them,
Yep.
which I thoroughly understand. But they even have a chat support capability, which I really cracked up at. I don't know if you can actually watch them play.
No, because they rig it. That's why.
Yeah, they swear they don't use mods. They don't use anything that's going to get you canned from the game. But that's they swear. I mean, you're giving some stranger your account information.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. I think my game just froze.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I've lost connection or something. Should I just sit and wait?
Might as well.
That's funny. Oh, we got a guy on our team named Antonio Andolini. He's a boomer. Yeah, you ever hear of a movie called The Godfather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Antonio Andolini was the name of the guy who became the Godfather
Huh.
in the movie, the older one. I'm just gonna have to. Yeah, I wonder if there are actually hacks or tools or whatever to do things like make everybody on the enemy team have a connection problem or something.
That
I've
would
heard people
be
say.
that would be more of a virus.
That's what I'm thinking. Is I remember we were in a way long ago, a skirmish, and getting our butts kicked. And someone on our team said something like, you know, they had a thing that just generates a bunch of pings to your IP address, and your computer gets so busy trying to deal, you lose connection, or something like that.
Hmm.
Let's see if I'm still alive.
So did you lose connection or?
I don't know. I ended up just restarting the game, and now I have to run for my life.
You alt F forward.
Yeah, right. We're down 8-5.
Huh.
I'm having a great deal of trouble concerning myself with whether or not we win. In fact, I think it's time for a bold and brazen strategy to secure the win. When you're down 8-5, go through the center, hope that nobody sees you. Did I get spotted?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, you did.
To save my life.
I heard that on my end. I heard that dude as loud as could be. 6 cents.
I think this guy's reloading. I just rammed myself into him. Now let's see.
Yeah, I can't wait to show you our new save game drats that me and Carter created. It's where we each get our own farm. It's on a brand new map. It's a modded map. It's absolutely awesome.
Nice. So do they ever have tornadoes come through and just destroy everything?
Thankfully not. I'd be very sad. I mean, not that I need to worry about it. I could just spot another $67 million because of funny government subsidy mod. This is the part I hate. I have to fold up the planner just to go 50 feet across the street. These fields definitely feel a lot smaller than the ones on our new world. They're not like, these aren't small fields, they're just kind of medium-ish sized. A lot of small ones
Really?
though. Yeah.
Gee, we lost. How did that happen? I know what happened. Our FE304 lost connection.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll come back with a smaller planter and plant those, just because these are so freaking annoying to get to. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Get the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
Ah, Redshire. Face where I got my first Raider medal, and in this tank too. Because I thought it would be funny to shoot the enemy in the butt from their own spawn. Oh, and look, both of our heavies are going this way and ignoring heavy tank location. Guess where I'm no longer going?
Oh no.
Oh. And one of them's even having the decency to go all the way back to the back of the map too. It's not enough that he won't go where the heavies go. He's not even going with the heavies.
I almost just ruined a $400,000 planter. It's fine.
Oh no!
You'll see when you'll know when you see it.
Oh God, I'm watching it. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to sit here with this heavy tank and draw enemy fire. There we go. That's right. He figured out what I'm about. He's like, no, I don't think I want to do that. This FE304 looks very angry. While their heavy tanks are already up to our sea line. How do you know it's a sea line? It has ears that are visible. A seal doesn't. I gotta admit, I'm impressed by their FE304. He has gone very far forward. And that's not far-fetched. I hope I wasn't spotted. I am at this point just going to try to stay alive.
Yeah.
Up there he is. Hello, Super Hellcat. I know you want to be my friend. Oh wow, I can shoot through there.
Drats, do you have a subwoofer in your room?
Not really. I have a little bit of a woofer. Gosh, I'm surprised that our friendly tank over here moved forward and got his butt shot off.
Average watt enjoyer.
Yeah, we're down 6 to 9. I mean, like I said, our heavy tanks started out not even going where heavy tanks go, but not even moving up with the team. second. Hello? Well, now you know where I am. It's time for me to run. I think I'm just going to go this way. Me and the Brett Panther. I wonder what Brett means. If it's like short,
Battalion.
it's got a period. Up, I'm spotted. I'll be dead shortly. It's time to make a turn and head in. Dun 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 dun. Gee, how did I die? How could that be?
We're trying to get Riker got farm sim. We're trying to convince him to play with us.
But you said that anytime you get like 3 people on the server, it goes.
Sometimes. If you get the only time it really got bad is when we had like 5 or 6.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, it's almost 11.
Almost your
Closing
bedtime.
in on time.
I'm hoping I can get at least half of all this platted. Or I'd like to get all of it platted tonight, but I don't know if I feel like staying up that late because I have to work again tomorrow.
Oh my god. Sorry, hang on, there's a headline. Am I an a-hole for wanting a divorce because my husband insists that my breasts are fake? I have very large breasts, 38G to be specific. I've been with my husband for about 10 years. We have no children. Together we're happy. Recently he's been checking out my body more than before. I don't mean like let me take you to bed kind of way. I mean like, what could you be hiding kind of way. I'm not skinny. I'm 5'5", I weigh 180 pounds. Yeah, and most of it is breast, lady. I mean, think about it.
That's wild. Can I get all of this? Not quite. So close, Strats. So close.
I have a number of scars on my body. One I got in my arm when I was running up the stairs with a friend and scraped it against the corner of a railing on my old house.
That's a skill issue.
You know, yeah, I got some scars. So he started. Yeah, he's like, why would you? How could you lie to me like that? Your husband's gone crazy, lady. You sure she got? Yet somehow she got implants that made her 39G or whatever the hell they are.
Based on that
I think your
statement,
husband's gone bonkers, man.
based on that statement, she sounds like she's a Karen.
I know. If her husband's saying, how could you lie to me? And she's like, what do you mean lie to you? I never got breast implants. Dude, they were too big to start with, so I didn't know I get reduction. I knew someone who had to do that in the military. She was having back problems.
Yep.
They were so big they actually caused back problems. And the military's like, no problem, man.
All that weight.
Mm-hmm.
You should get FS with the Strats.
We'll see. Maybe when I come home from my room.
Wait, are you back out there again?
No, when I get there, I haven't gone there yet. Although I don't know, man. If they let someone like Riker play.
It can get kind of boring alone, so I just listen to music then. But with friends, it's really fun.
I can imagine.
Me and Carter were helping each other out. I had I'm waiting on my soybeans, or not my, my soybeans to grow, and I finished all my other field work. The only thing I have to do is like buy seed and haul it, which doesn't take long. But Carter bought it. Carter, he needs help, so he can actually allow me to like work his land and stuff. So I brought my combine down. We started cutting sunflowers last night. One of his fields of sunflowers, and then I helped him plow 3 big fields of cotton because he doesn't have any use for it. So It's pretty cool, and you can transfer money. So like when he helps me out or vice versa, he'll pay me for it, and I'll pay him. He gave me like 1.5 million because that's Carter. Wondering if I'll need a refill. Okay, I will actually. Gents, if you're wondering why I have an overpowered 9R for this planter, one, it's funny, and second reason is because I love the sound of this 9R's engine.
There you go. Loving the sound of it is actually a better reason.
That, and it's a freaking DB120. This thing is fatter than me, which is pretty hard to beat.
Bada-boom. I think that T-78 did not like me shooting him.
I wonder why.
Because it's annoying. FE304s don't kill you, they just annoy you.
That's every artillery, though. Artie, rah, rah, rah.
I shouldn't fire that. Hello, HT number 6. Did that feel less than good? Oh, I took his engine. And or his driver.
You suck.
Hi, Riker.
You impart an area of low pressure in a relatively high pressure environment.
Shut up, man. Oh yeah, Riker, me and Carter started that multiple farms world. It's actually a lot of fun. We can give each other money, like for helping each other out of the farms. We can drive each other's equipment if we like give permissions. It's actually a lot of fun.
We can drive each other crazy by saying and doing weird things.
No, that's just you, Drats.
I did say we.
Oh.
So, Riker, you're
Drats,
turning into a corner?
Trance, I gotta ask you.
Sure.
Hey, did you see the court case thing over there with those terrorists in Moscow?
No, not a thing. Why?
Oh, you didn't?
I got no idea.
Four terrorists killed 143 people in a theater. They didn't get out. They didn't get out.
Huh.
Russian
don't mess
military police got them, and they
Uh-huh.
wheeled him up into the courtroom. One of them, they cut his ear off and fed it to him.
Dang.
The other one was essentially passed out in the chair, almost borderline coma. And let's just say something about wires and electricity and private parts.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
It's Russia, man. It's Russia.
And TikTok is with the adage of FAFO.
They do not
Like,
mess around about that kind of stuff.
with you, what part of idiocy did you bunch of morons that anybody knows that Russia doesn't have a problem torturing people who they want to extract information from? You know, that's
Or
pretty much
even if they don't want to extract information from them, they just wanted to torture someone.
that's right. And let me just put it this way: they're like probably begging for death, and Russians are like,
Yeah, maybe later.
maybe
Yeah.
later you'll get to see Allah, but for now,
I don't know if it's you, but wow, that's some serious overcooking speakers.
I had the same Drats. I heard it too.
when
So
they
I'm about to get killed by a Cromwell.
That's
but I'm
awesome.
really not caring.
and you know what? You kill 100. I don't care about this thing with Ukraine or whatever, but for whatever reason, ISIS-K decided they was going to hit Russia
There it is.
in a theater and kill 143 people. You know, then my sympathy meter doesn't even blip. Okay, it's kind of like that's cool.
You're gonna have to kill me, boy.
Riker, should I scramble my
Got
9
him.
by 9 again and solve it just for you?
No, I'm not looking at your channel just yet. I'm loading it up. Oh, that's nice. Nice truck.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, it is though. If you get a chance and you pop on, take a look real quick. You'll be like, wow, definition. Mom and dad, go to your mom and dad and say, no matter what I've done, I've never been this stupid. You know what I mean?
Right?
Here's the definition of stupidity, and throw those 4 men up. Your son is redeemable, Mama. Why? Because I'm not this stupid.
Hey, Riker. Do you remember when they took the hostages in Iran?
Well, yeah,
Remember way back when, right?
yeah. I was.
I
in
got to
school.
see a report that we weren't the only country that had hostages taken from our embassy.
Really?
A number of other countries did as well. And they immediately took that Iran's diplomats to prison for safekeeping.
Huh.
And when it came time to see about getting our people back from your country, your Middle Eastern country, Iran, well, you know, we could let your diplomats out of safekeeping if you find a way to let our people out of safekeeping as well. And they said the U.S. was the only one that had people there long term.
Huh.
It's like, yep. I mean, technically, you're not supposed to take diplomats hostage, but Germany's like, yeah, so. Our diplomats are being taken hostage, so have fun.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, it's almost 11. It's time.
Drats, no.
It's okay. We got a message on our they let us know what the schedule's going to be for the week and stuff. We got the
Nice.
message for the other building,
Huh?
and the other building starts an hour before us. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at this going, what the hell? I was like a hair's breadth from texting my boss going, hey, is this for us? And then we got the right one. But we were wondering, like, I wonder if the other building got our message and they're like, hot damn, we get to start an hour late. We will catch you all later, man.
See you, Drats.
Congrats. You know what? I got the weirdest thing going on, dude.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm listening to like a replay of our conversation.
Oh yeah, in the stream. I purposely delayed it that way I wouldn't get stream sniped if I ever played Watt, Cop or something
Oh.
live or War Thunder. There's gonna be a delay no matter what, but yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, and what you think about that bridge collapse, man?
one of my customers actually was telling me about it. Showed me a picture of it. That's nuts. That's
Have you
crazy.
seen the video yet?
All I saw was the photos.
The boat. They say that the boat lost power in that. The boat turned around and aimed at it, and then it quote unquote started losing power, unquote.
Yeah.
But then they turned the lights on before they hit the thing. And
Yeah.
it turns out the pilot is from Singapore.
Huh.
And this bridge was built in the 70s.
Yeah.
And they just lost the primary heavy duty bridge for that entire region for transporting all critical sensitive materials from like diesel to propane to whatever. That bridge can take the weight and the rest of them can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know something crazy? We've actually had a lot of stuff going around here. Across a couple like roads down from me in my neighborhood, 3 houses burned. Something happened and they all caught on fire. And
You know, man, I have to tell you, you kind of wonder, first question that comes to mind, I hate to say it, is somebody wanting to buy the property.
no, it was older people that owned it.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
I don't know. It's possible,
but
but
the other problem is too is that I
yeah,
knew
he
a boy.
is. I'm not sure how to pronounce that guy's name. Yeah, he's talking about the Baltimore bridge. I can't even say it straight. Oh my gosh. Riker, you know one of my all-time favorite childhood snacks? Chicken and a biscuit crackers. Some of
Oh
my
man, me and you are best friends. I have an addiction for them things that can't be cured.
Just like the Mountain Dew.
You didn't know that, huh? Oh man.
Yeah.
Every time I walk by a shelf that's got them on there, I just stand there and just salivate. Get them bitches with some damn milk, and you're just
Yup.
a happy little boy. Let me tell you.
Yup. Oh, cool, man. So I guess this other guy in chat, he said he's only an hour away from where it happened. Huh. Huh. Cool.
I'm telling you, man, this thing with this
something?
bridge and that. This
Yeah.
thing with the bridge, man, this thing smells so bad. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, it smells to high hell.
Yeah. Yep.
And they dropped it in the water and they cut the harbor completely off too.
Oh, here we go. Muser. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. That's how you say his name. Venus sausages, yeah, man. I remember those. Shoot, I'm only 20 years old. I remember those. There was a snack that I used to have all the time as a kid, and they used to be a lot better back in the day. And it was those Welch's fruit snacks. Oh, those were good. Those were
I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta pull from this.
alright. But yeah, I remember those old snacks and stuff. Yeah. Well, shoot, I remember Goldfish back in the day. They had a lot less color, if you remember, because they were made of more like real food. Like Goldfish is a classic too. I loved them when I was a kid. I remember trying a few. I don't remember how they are, to be honest, but yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's fair. The goldfish, I think they were. Yeah, they were. Actually, I think they were more like kind of just a really light yellow color, like more like a cheesy bread kind of color, I think, from what I remember. But yeah, I'm not. Uh, do you remember when Fruit by the Foot first came out as a kid? Do you still remember those? Those used to be one of my favorites too as a kid. I remember the Goldish Yellow being more of like I thought that was more of like a cheesy Cheez-It kind of thing. Like they have that white cheese flavor or whatever. I thought that was more of a Cheez-It, but back then anyway. I think I don't actually remember, but do you remember how long Fruit by the Foots actually were? White cheddar, yeah, that's right. Yep. Because I remember like right now as an adult, it'll go like kind of just past my waist. So that's probably like what 2 feet I think. Because I'm 5'10". It'll go about halfway. I got tall legs though, so I got really long legs. I got a smaller upper torso, so I think it's like I want to say it's like 2 feet or something like that. Something along those lines, but if I had to throw a wild guess at it, but yeah. Oh yeah. I remember too when they first came out with Capri Suns, like the drink, because that used to be like one of the main things I used to drink besides milk, like at school and stuff as a kindergartner.
Hey,
Capri,
Joey,
yeah, what's up?
hey, listen to this. I started watching that video, and about 2.5 minutes into it, they was looking around, and the sailing master for the ship,
Yeah.
country of origin, guess where?
Hmm.
Guess. Ukraine.
Ah. Yep. Yep. I'm not surprised by that at all, honestly.
His citizenship is Ukraine. His nationality is Ukraine.
Hmm. Oh, hey Riker, you know what's cool too? I added a silent mode sticker onto OBS so I could just make it appear, which is pretty unique. I love OBS. I use it to stream all the time.
And you got the power pouring into that thing to move it, ain't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a 600 horsepower tractor after all. Yep. 9 mile an hour. Guess how much this planter's worth though, Riker, in real life? Brand new. Take a guess, any guess. Dang, I didn't mean to make you choke, I'm sorry. Riker, do you remember when Capri Suns first came out?
I think so. I was back in 80 something. I remember trying them back then. Ooh, you could have sure, Mom.
How does one enjoy this game? With more people, and if you're alone with music, It's just my hobby too. It's something I want to do in real life, so I mean, it doesn't really like bother me. I've done it in real life too a lot actually, and a lot in real life. It's a lot different. It's a lot different.
My dad, when he was young, he had to plant the fields, get on this, single Ford tractor
Mhm.
and spend countless hours.
Yep.
Had like a back 20 acres. My father would spend countless hours behind that tractor tilling that up, and
Yep.
they turn it and everything else and fertilize it, and then on top of that, besides the field stuff, then they had next to the house they had, and across the street they had two gardens that were for planting, you know, their food.
Mhm.
And he said then I'd have to tend to that. Plus he had all the cattle and everything, cattle, chickens, and everything else he had to take care of. And then he
Yep.
also worked after high school, got out of high school, then he went to Hughes Dairy Farm and worked there to like 5, and then go home and then work to finish out the work. So his day started around about 0500 and went in somewhere around 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that sounds about right. My uncles start at the earliest my uncles have ever had to start was 1:30 in the morning to move snow, and if they had a lot of cows, usually though it's around 3 a.m. 2:30, and then in the summer when they have less milk cows because they're all pregnant and stuff, they get up about 4:30. I'm hoping I can finish these fields without having to refill, because I did fill this planter full before I moved here. Be nice not having to refill again.
That reminds me, many years ago I pulled up on my landlord to give him a monthly rent check, and he came up with his Deere tractor. Had the two open tops for planters, to put your sacks into it.
Oh, the commodity tanks? Yeah.
Yeah, and he had been running it for I don't know how long, and he was totally bone dry and didn't know it.
That's unfortunate.
He's like, blankety blank blank blank, I did all that work and it's for nothing. I don't have anything in there.
Yep.
It's like, no, shit happens.
Yep.
He's seen the first and second raising of the flag at Iwo Jima.
Oh wow.
He asked me, he said, do you know about Iwo Jima? I said, yeah, why? He said, what do you know about it? I talked with him for a moment. I said, well, history documentaries and that. I said, I consider myself a pretty avid history buff with my background. Got to talking with him, and he's like, he let me know he was there. Whoa, seriously? Yeah. I said, can I ask you a question? It's like, sure. I said, I've seen these documentaries and these, but I said, I want to hear it from you. How bad was it? He looked at me and he said, Jack, I'm going to tell you. He said, no documentary will explain the hell that place was.
Yeah.
I was like, really? He started telling me about people that died instantaneously right beside him. And he'd just be like, he looked there, turned back, looked back again, and they're already gone.
Wow.
About hitting the beach and everything else about that. He said, He quit going to the reunions because he said it was just so depressing. He said he couldn't take it.
Wow.
He said, you know, it's just all a survivor. You know, he said, I said, do you have survivor guilt? He said, nope. I said, really? He said, well, he said, I don't make those decisions. And he said, so can't say why, you know, why I lived and why somebody else died. He said, I don't waste my time thinking about that stuff. He said, because it's meant to be and that's all that can be said about it. I was like, okay, I can
Yeah.
deal with that. But
Yeah, I remember I watched a couple documentaries for English on Auschwitz back in World War II with the Nazis, and I mean, just hearing about it's horrible. I can't imagine what it was like in person there. I mean, can you imagine just the horror of it all? And
back in '89, I was working to finish out my first degree. I was working front desk for a hotel, and I met this black man and was talking with him. And come to find out, he was giving a lecture at USM, University of Southern Mississippi, at the Honor College, and he was in Patton's third.
hmm,
And he asked me, and I said, you know, is it true about something I've heard? He said, what's that? I said, is it true that I heard y'all didn't have time to dig a foxhole? He said, yeah, it's true. I said, really? He said, my God, man. He said, we hit down at the bottom of Italy. And he said, before I knew it, he said, we didn't stop till we was at the Rhine. I
yikes.
was like, wow, that fast. He said, my God, man. He said, I said, was you in the Battle of Bulge? He said, yep. I was,
Yikes.
shit. I said, so that march was true then? He said, yeah, I'm right. He said, my God. He said, we turned around, went that distance and had to turn around and engage in that. He said, man, you didn't have time. Patton did not believe in digging a foxhole. He said, what he said was true. If you had to, he told us, you have time to dig a foxhole, you got time to die.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, he was telling me something about, I was like, well, I said, I've seen past the expedition went across Italy and that. He said, man, he said, I'm telling you, my God, we didn't stop.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. That's nuts. Ooh. Those were real men back then.
Yeah, they was going to do that symposium at the Honors College for documentation for future generations. You know, with the age of the people, you know, getting on. Because I mean, hell, at that time, you know, he'd be like in his 60, borderline 70. You know, because if he was 20 and went in, and then you're talking 89, I mean, you're talking high 60s minimum. And so
Yeah.
they wanted to document for history, you know, actual men, you know, from the ground level perspective. So
Yeah.
I met a guy from Nam. He was like the poster child of how to smoke enough weed to burn your brain out. And but when I talked with him one day and he started telling me what he went through in Nam and what he's seen, let's just say it's not fit to talk to you about. What he described what the Kong did to American servicemen was nothing short of nothing short of human atrocities.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm standing there and I'm like, oh man, how old was I? Like, I think I was just come out of high school or something like that. And was talking with him. He worked at the Shell station up there in Laurel at that time, and he was telling me about that. I was like, and then further research kind of proves that the guy was actually telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't serve in any wars, did you, Riker? I knew you were Army, right? Or something?
Air Force.
Air Force?
Yeah. No, I went in. I was in basic when Desert Shield became Desert Storm.
Hmm.
That was very interesting. As in terrified, and we thought we got a little bit of information. Man, they cut off every drop of information. We was practically begging the priest to please tell us something, and they just stood there like little statues. Oh, now it's not my place to tell y'all about it. We want to know what the heck's going on, sir. You know, we got family, and some of the guys had brothers who were involved,
Yep.
and they were like, "We want to." Well, you know, this is just toast on man. I mean, they shut off information. Holy hell!
Hmm.
Fear was so rampant. Word was that we got that they took a guy out of basic and OJT'd him because he was going to tank school, and they OJT'd him right to Saudi because they said since his MOS was that, they was gonna take him straight on to have him there to just, you know, hey, if you're gonna do it, what better way to learn than now?
Huh.
We heard about that, and we was like asking the sergeants, "Are we all fixing to be shipped over in that?" And, no, you're not going to be shipped over in that. There's a lot more people in front of y'all before they get that desperate. Y'all don't know anything. Don't worry about that. Pay attention to what you got to do.
Yeah.
A volunteer. I remember I did a volunteer, and he went to the military, ordered up one of those empty, not used squadron houses to prep it that we'd get ready because they was activating an entire reserve wing, bringing it online for the war effort.
Huh.
And so I got to go. I volunteered to go over there. Man, did we work that day? Oh God, did we work! But the biggest benefit of all was we got to eat 30 minutes uninterrupted, not sit down, get up, you done, and got to have a glass of milk, which you hadn't had any milk or anything. We was allowed to get anything we wanted. And man, we was sitting at the table like drinking a glass of milk. It was like, oh my God, this is heaven. Oh my God.
I love me some
Yeah.
milk. I've had to cut back on milk because of my medicine. I'm taking some very strong meds now for my acne. They're going to try to get rid of it permanently. They're giving me 2 pills a day I have to take for 2 months, and then they're giving me, I'm supposed to put on this strong cream on my face to help it.
Like prescription
Yep.
benzo.
It's called, it's a really long name. I forget exactly what it's called, but, and then the pills themselves, I forget what they're called. But, yeah. Wasn't cheap. We'll see if it's all worth it, but as far as my looks, I'm not, like, terrible. I just need to get a little bit more ripped, I think. But other than that, besides that, my acne, I think I'm fine.
The I think I need to win the lottery, and then we'll all be. What do you want to do today? Whatever I feel like.
Yeah, I'm taking a break from Watt for Lent for Easter, like a week, which is what. And also, I need a break anyway as it is, so it's like it's perfect timing, you know. I just got like after those last few nights we had, I'm just like, yeah, I'm done for a little bit. I need to take a break for like a week, at least. Oh gosh, a lag. I went and got a bunch of groceries today. It was so worth it. Oh, including those chicken and biscuits. I let my stepdad had a couple. He just instantly fell in love with them. So I bought him a whole box. They're like $6 a freaking box now for those large sizes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ugh. I remember when they were $2.99 a couple years ago. Oh, how times have changed, huh, Riker? Huh.
Well, I just heard yesterday that they have some survey that was completed or something, and the survey unequivocally proves that the jacked up high rates is not coming from the fields and the farmers; it's coming from the grocery chains themselves.
Yep. Yep. I heard too that someone did a study, and they said that back then, minimum wage was twice of what it was, and now the living costs right now are 4 times, if not 5 times, as much as they are now, compared to back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I just don't understand like how they expect like my generation to like do anything, because
They don't.
yeah, because like
Well,
we I just don't know how we're gonna fix it, because everyone's greedy for money, and I don't know how my generation's gonna be able to afford a house. How even like my kids and even my grandkids are gonna be able to, you know, start on their own. I just I don't see I don't see it happening. Because back then, like, my parents were telling me, like, they bought a condo when they were my age or even younger. And I'm like, there's no way I could do that. I don't make that kind of money. There's no way.
yeah, when I got into the field 18 years ago, I was running the texts all the time that were talking about, oh man, we get into these timeshares. You gonna get into a timeshare, Jack? And I was like, nope. I'm not getting into anything that's gonna belong to somebody else. They dictate to me.
Yeah.
Very quickly in my age, when somebody says HOA, I walk away right then. I don't
Mm.
care what it is or anything else. You tell me the property's under HOA control, I just walk away right then. I'm done. We don't talk no more. Well, HOA is a good thing in that. I'm like, uh huh. Yep. Nobody's gonna tell me what I do and what I don't do. Or come around and, oh, we can put liens on your house or whatever like that. I said nope. Uh.
Yeah. There we go, just one little teeny bit left, and then these larger fields here in the middle are all done. This DB120 is so awesome, man. Let's see, Riker. I've planted almost half the map in just over an hour. That's really good, actually. That's insanely good. Actually, no, that's not true. It's been almost two. Actually, no, maybe it is. Maybe an hour and a half. So it'll probably take me just over 3.5 hours. Which, you know, is better than 7 or 8. Like it used to take me with a smaller planner. You playing what?
No, not right now. I mean, I got it loaded. I'm playing it at the moment.
Oh. You know how crazy good the 4090 is, right? I'm assuming.
No, I don't. I've not played it.
The 4090 has like, if you compare it to my 4060 Ti, it's like 70% faster than my 4060 Ti. It's got 24 gigs of VRAM. I heard a story of these guys when it first came out. This guy programmed two of them to work together, and together they were able to guess a very well 8-digit passcode within 4 hours or less on average. That's yeah.
You're talking about it. You're talking about because the GPUs could run that much data to crack it.
Yep. And there's next year, or sometime this year or next year, they're supposed to release the 5000 series. It's like the 5090. Rumors are the 5090 is supposed to be 35% faster than the 4090. And I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like the 4090 is already just nuts, is the best way to describe it. It's just nuts.
Oh, I'll try to see if I can do something new. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, and it's like, this is it. This is all I play. You know, everything like be upgraded. And I'm like, yeah, but $1,800, $2,000 for video cards and that. And I'm like,
that's top of the line, though. That's top of the line, though. I mean, let's see. Where do I want to go? Do I want to plant this section first or plant all of this first? Hey, I might as well just plant this since I'm here. The heck did I hit? Huh? I'm so confused. What was I getting caught on? Huh? Oh, it's that little thing. Okay, that's really dumb. Please don't tell me I permanently got my planter stuck. Come on. What does it suck on? I don't understand. What is that? Oh, that little thing. Why is that there in the most worst possible spot? Oh, I'm gonna have to pull it that way with my freaking... Maybe not? No, okay. That was the trick.
Wow, my first game in the ELC, I rode up to a bush, and on my way to it, I lit up, and I instantly was completely and utterly obliterated. Like, drove straight to it, and shouldn't have been lit because I was behind the bush, and got lit, and all of a sudden, everybody and their mother opened up on me, and Overlord, and
Huh.
just instantly, totally vaporized. I'm like, escape, out, done. Okay. I didn't even want to see people screaming about it. I think I was the only spotter for the team. Oh well.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm glad I'm not playing a lot.
I mean, just like instantaneously float bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm 52% spotting. I'm 52% spotting where I am, and they magically, deliciously spot me coming up from behind the bush. What's the problem here? But who knows?
If you send me the replay, I might be able to see.
Nah, no biggie.
Well, because, if you come at it from a certain angle, even if you show a little bit of tiny part of your, what's it called, your hitbox,
Yeah.
you'll get lit.
Yep. Don't matter now. I stepped down to sixes.
Huh. Oh yeah, dude, Riker, so far, so good with my sound system, man. I hate aux cables, man. I really do.
So he's like, why don't you're here and it's assault on Erlenberg. Why don't you go up there to the top of the windmill since you're in a spotter tank? Why don't you fight my business? May as well. Maybe I'll get destroyed in the first hyperseconds.
Here we go.
And this thing feels like it's moving incredibly slow.
Mm-hmm. You know how I have albinism, right? Right here.
Yeah, about somewhere in the middle.
Alright.
At 85 lit, got a... Ooh, score. No, I can't. So bitch went down just as I pulled the... Not knives. Just as I pulled the trigger. Where are the morons now? I'm scouting, everybody's staying behind, but they expect me to be Super Balls. You're like, I'm in one of the shittiest tanks in the whole damn game. Literally one of the shittiest tanks in the whole damn game. And our team's getting pulverized. It looks like, yeah, we're already 2 down.
Yeah, Drats was telling me the teams have been really unbalanced lately.
Oh, now that I'm up here, it suddenly grew up here. Now my backfield is starting to move up now.
You're playing A46.
Mhm. I ain't spotting crap. I know that. There's the STA right there. There was on.
Oh yeah, right here. Me and Carter started that new world I was telling you about. It's actually a lot of fun.
Yes, sirree, booty. He got him. Took him long enough. There's only, you know what, the A46 is the definition of a pew 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 fighter. You know what I mean? 130 something damage per shot.
Yep. I'm gonna have to refill my planner at least once, I think, right here. Uh-oh. I'm really nervous about my, my driver's license situation. Because I've always had like a limit to like what I can drive, which is like I can't do nighttime, but I never will be able to. That's just not safe, like straight up not safe. But there's one specialist I have, and they don't think I can handle a highway speed. I'm like, I've driven it before at higher speeds. They've never driven with me at higher speeds. So why are they wanting to, you know, limit my speed to 45? Because as long as it's not like insanely busy, like an interstate, I mean, my eyes can handle it, I think, for the most part, just fine. I've gone up to, I think, 65, 70 almost, when I was out in Kansas. It felt comfortably fine. So, why would they want to do that, Wrecker? Like, what's their thinking behind that? Any idea?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
If they limit you down, they limit you down. That means you're like country roads, U.S. roads only kind of thing. Because if you're not getting the input from your eyes to your brain, a lot of shit can happen instantly at 70, 80, 100 miles an hour, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the problem too, is that if they limit me to nose faster than 45, which I think is kind of bullcrap, because if you ask me, there's not a huge difference between 40 and 50, and 50 and 60. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but...
Well, you have to understand this in feet versus reaction time. You know what I mean? You have a reaction time. Hold on a second. I don't know if I did anything or not, but I sent 3 shells, dude.
I just wonder if then at that point if it's even worth having my license, because if I go out to Kansas, you know, a lot of it's only um, highway where you go 65 plus, 55 plus. So I don't know how I would do that, because if I move there, I'm gonna have to find someone to help me move there. And if that's even if my uncles are okay with it, like, that just limits my life a huge amount, you know?
Yep.
So now I'm debating if it's even worth it or not, if they stay that way. If, but the thing is, everyone else I've driven with thinks I'm fine, so I don't know.
Another one of those fast games, straight up, straight down. Dylan, the aspect is if the eye surgeon or the eye doctor ophthalmologist is determining that um due to your sight, I mean, if he's seeing that you're not able to see down the road and process information at 60 miles an hour, I mean, you have to remember the the amount of feet covered per second. You know what I mean? Your reaction time. You know, you're
Yeah.
not talking video game. You're talking about car or truck. You're talking about at 65, 70, or 80 miles an hour, especially like with me, like in the 120 range. You know, things happen a lot different at 120 than they do at 60. You know,
Yeah.
um, I've been as high as 160 before. Driving a car very close to 160. And let me tell you, that's definitely not for it. It's scary, and then doing it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's even more scary. Um, I'm not gonna sit here and try to justify with it, man. I mean, I've lived with my wife who had her eyesight and stuff like that, and then post stroke. I mean, it's been massively huge difference. She only has one working eye in her head right now
Dang.
because
Aw.
because of the stroke. The stroke just her eyes work. It's just the information processing back there in the back is that side of her brain, took that hit and never recovered from it. So her brain is now auto compensated it out. Um,
Oh, I'm sorry.
unfortunately, the only thing that I can tell you is that she moved from being a fully functional, independent adult to being a dependent adult almost instantaneously.
Yeah.
And so the adage of the is that uh unfortunately it's not to say anything cruel or mean, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I've had to deal with that with my wife. I mean, wife used to take off, wife used to buy groceries, wife used to do other things. I'm tired and I'm upset and I'm leaving. Bye. Out the door she went and go whatever. And now she can't do none of that. She in an instant lost her ability to drive, and we've had to deal with that on a different oh a different scale.
Mm.
So the only thing I can tell you is that if you lived over here,
But if you lived over in the Gulf Coast, you know it's like 45 miles an hour. It's down there on Highway 90, and that connects you all over the entire coast. It's 45 miles an hour across the whole thing, except for one stretch goes to 55. But that's way on the other side, close to my mom's. The rest
Mm.
of it's all 45, 35 an hour. City streets are 35. In Long Beach, they're 25, 25 to 35, 45 miles an hour. Excuse me. So, what does that? What does that mean? You know, I don't know, man. It is what it is, unfortunately.
Hmm. Because I know too, a really good point too that I kind of pointed out is that instead of taking my truck, like if I have to go on a highway onto like to get to Phillipsburg or whatever, my uncles often take that same road. Like they take tractors in down and they only go up to 32 mile an hour. And if I was limited to 45, I could still like just drive a tractor downtown, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't be breaking the license. But I could still go down the highway, just not full speed, obviously, because you know a tractor can only go up to 32 for the most part. And I mean, I guess I could do that, but that'd be a very silly way of doing it. But do you know any like?
If I was you, I'd keep doing day trading with crypto, and then sit there and make insane amounts of money just doing crypto trading, day trading, and and then you don't have to worry about none of that stuff. Make more money than everybody else.
How much would I have to invest into that? I'd have to build like what, like 5 PCs at least for that for crypto mining.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about mining. I'm talking about day trading.
Oh, I have no idea how any of that works, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, that's just reading the markets, studying the markets, and then investing low and looking for spikes in that where if you believe something's going to go up, do your research in that or groups that you're in,
Mm,
and shit spikes and you have your money into it and it spikes, you pull out. I've seen people make, you know, tens of thousands of dollars doing a simple trade, and they're like right here, and then they start because they're reading the chart, and then they get finished. I watched this guy clip like $17,000, you know,
hmm,
in one trade. Now, yes, how much money did he put in? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, how much did he put in? Did he put $50,000 against that trade in order waiting for it to go up for a point? I've seen a video one time of a guy who got the screen went dead. When he got back, he was 20,000 in the hole.
hmm.
You know, that's how day traders make and lose their money. But my friend is day traded so much last year that he made like $1, and he quit day trading because the taxes were destroying him.
Hmm.
And he learned from some guy who just jump online just to do a quick trade, so he learned how to do it in a quick trade, so he'd make an extra $30-$40, and then he would take that money and then he would buy his lunch, for
Yeah.
work. He was still working in construction.
Huh.
And he's like, man, he was even telling me today, man, I just wouldn't have. He had the opportunity with his Doge. He wouldn't have sold it. He would have been a multi-millionaire. But he just like, oh yeah, made $35,000, and the next day he'd have made like $3 or $4 million if he'd have held it another day.
Wow. I would have been so infuriated. Oh my gosh. Do you know if
Yeah,
like?
I was figuring my taxes last night, and I was looking back through my taxes to get some information for a crypto. I mean, not for a crypto, for a stock.
Mm,
And I had to go back and had to research through 2 years to find the bullshit information. And man, you know how hard it was sitting there looking, and I was looking at my portfolio, and I was up like almost $9,000 and didn't sell
Mm.
because I thought I was gonna do something else, and I could have walked away with like, I think combo or something like that would have been like $18,000, and I had like $4,500. So I was double my money, and I held, and I got destroyed. My stock now, all that stock money and everything is worth about 130 something dollars or something like that. After
Each.
the, yeah, it's not a game for the faint-hearted, and it's not a game for. No, I had some bad tactical information, bad information we was getting, and it
Hmm.
destroyed me financially on that. But hey, I talked to one guy who lost $135,000.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I didn't lose no money.
Oh my gosh.
He responded back to me, and in a live stream. We was all talking about it. And he responded, and told me, he said, "Man, he said, I understand." He said, "I lost $135,000. I was sitting over here choking on air. Oh my God!" And we all lost because we was being lied to.
Hmm.
So the CEO did it on purpose because he knew he was out for him and him alone, and he knew he had us cornered and suckered and all that other stuff. And all I got to say is there's a nice warm spot in hell waiting for him. God's going to give me revenge for it. God's going to give me. I mean, it's just justice just comes from the Lord, not from us. Justice comes from the Lord.
Hmm.
And I sit back. There's all I can do because my money was right before the Lord. So you know, I hear this thing about Christians should invest and stuff like that, and this and that and the other. Man, the thing is, when you go up with Wall Street, the house is already against you, and they took the rules that they had, and they literally changed the rules right in front of our face, and the government was like, "Oh, everything's fine." And
Hmm.
when we went to court, we thought the courts was with us. We thought we had made our case in front of the court, and bam, just bang, bang, boom, boom. They had won the case, and that was it. We was on the outside looking in so fast. It was like it was literally like your face had been shot with a shotgun. It was so fast. We didn't even have a chance to even just what happened? What happened? And it's like it's done. It was done and over with. Bang, bang, boom. The judge ruled for the company, and bam, bam, bam. And the next thing we knew, there went our house, and they was all laughing at us. And it's thievery, and thieves don't get into heaven. That's what it was. It was thievery.
Yep.
That's all it was. There's no cut dry way about it or anything. But if you're a
The.
day trader, you're reading the charts. You're
Hmm.
reading the charts. You're looking at um, ups and downs or information that you have, or so on and so forth like that. A guy that I listened to, he 4 years ago he was flipping burgers at Sonic. Now he's driving a Tesla Cybertruck
Hmm.
and got $1 million house, and married and got a baby.
Hmm.
And he's like, he said this shit is so easy, anybody can do it. And when he says something's going to do something, you better listen to his ass, because that kid's like freaky right.
Huh.
He said this crypto mark. He said this crypto market with this crypto topping and shit like that. My friend just making fun of me because I told him that Bitcoin was going to go to 2,000. I think it's even going to go less than that. I think it's going to go down. I've heard word that it'll drop down to like $1.23 or something like that.
Oh.
Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Man, I'm gonna tell you. this thing right now that's going on, there's a term for it. It's called exit liquidity. You know
Huh.
what that stands for?
Nope.
That means the gullible suckers who want to walk in here at the very top and start buying Bitcoin at 70,000, if it suddenly drops, 10, 20, 30,000, they just became exit liquidity. They just took their money because you was stupid enough to buy it. And now you got to wait for years and maybe years and years and years, maybe 4 years or longer before it'll cycle around to go on.
Do you know, like, have you heard of, have you seen, like, any solutions to help improve vision? Like, especially, like, my type? And I, because I'm part oh my gosh, I can't speak. Albino?
Albinoism is genetics,
Mhm.
and that's genetics.
So there's no fixing it, pretty much?
It's genetics. And there's only one person that specializes in fixing that, and he sits on the right hand of God. Believe you me, I had a doctor one time. I had an eye doctor with my optic neuritis in my left eye, and this doctor said, "I'll see you next year." And that I said, "I'm not going to be here next year. You need to come here next year." I said, "For what?" I said, "Can you?" I said, "Can you fix this problem?"
Huh.
He says, "I said, can you, with today's technology, fix this problem? Can you fix this messed up spot in the back of my vision because of the optic neuritis?" He's like, "No." I said, "Then why do I need to come back here and help you pay for your new house payment or pay for your Ferrari?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You don't have to be." I said, "Doc, I'm not paying for your next house payment. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll come if there's something else that happened." Well, you need to have with preventative. I said, "If you can't fix this and you just admitted that there's no fixing this solution, then no, I'm not wasting my time with you." And I walked out and I never went back to him after that. Because the visit I had with him set me back like $300 something.
Hmm.
Because he is a specialist who essentially looked at my eye and did some tests and essentially told me just exactly what I knew. There's no fixing this.
Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go say goodnight to my parents real quick. I'll be back shortly. I'll be in
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on anyway. It's boring, not to say the least.
Yeah, Watt's kind of just falling apart.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue listening to this thing over here about this, because man, that shipping master being from Ukraine. Whoa, really?
Hmm. My gosh, it's 10 o'clock already. So, let's see. It's been about 2 hours since I started planting. So I probably have another 2 hours to go. Just looking at the map. About halfway done. Um, yeah. Are you gonna... Oh, he's already gone. Never mind. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back.
play dead and I stay dead. Maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give, don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing. Sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me?
got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.